Hello, friends. Sakhi ke andar Navo organized a campaign named Mujhe Bhi Akash Chuna Hai, which was a really grand campaign, I think, which we have done till now. And around 12 colleges and few institutes participated. The title for the campaign was that Stop Violence Against Women and Girls, and people actively participated, like students from ppn college actively participated, both girls and boys, and they had an awesome speech. You should listen to it. So here is the speech, kindly have a look.
था सो मेरे 2 साल डिप्रेशन में रहे एंड आई एम सफरिंग फॉर इमोशनल ट्रॉमा एंड समटाइम्स फ्रॉम हेलुसिनेशंस एंड विजन्स बट आई वांट टू सेंड मैसेज दैट यू हैव एबिलिटी टू मेक योर सेल्फ स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड मेरे मम्मी पापा की लव मैरिज रही है तो वायलेंस डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस मैंने भी देखा है छोटी एज में लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात ये थी कि आई राइज माई वॉइस अगेंस्ट माई फादर टू चेंज योर बिहेवियर एंड ही वर्क ऑन दैट एंड ही टोटली चेंज एंड नाउ ही इज फाइटिंग अगेंस्ट सोसाइटी फॉर मी नाउ ही से कि मैं अपनी गर्ल से खाना क्यों बनाऊं, ये कहाँ लिखा हुआ है। तो मेंस गलत करते हैं लेकिन ऑलवेज मेंस ही ऐसा करने ज़रूरी नहीं है। सो हर समय मेंस को भी ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते हैं, समटाइम्स विमेंस की भी मिस्टेक रहती है। बट ये पॉइंट है कि आप अपने लेवल पे क्या कर रहे हो, आप कितना चेंजमेंट ला सकते हो। स्पीचेस और ये सब बहुत होता रहता है बट आप अपने लेवल पे जब तक इसको स्टार्ट नहीं करते तब तक चेंजमेंट नहीं आता है। और सबसे पहली बात, चेंज खुद से स्टार्ट होता है, तो आपको अंदर से खुद को स्ट्रॉन्ग फील कराना है कि नो यू कैन राइज योर वॉइस। अगर कोई भी हो, आपके फादर हो, आपका पार्टनर हो, फ्रेंड हो, इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है कि वो मुझसे बड़े हैं, आप रिस्पेक्ट करिए। बट इफ ही इज रॉन्ग देन यू हैव टू रेज योर वॉइस एंड चेंज देयर बिहेवियर। दिस इज द इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग आई फील।
Thank you. A gathering of men who were discussing about widow remarriage in Bengal. So one of them asked him, Swami, what do you think? Should women be allowed to remarry or not? And Vivekananda immediately retorted, saying, am I a widow that you ask me that nonsense? He then says, look, here lies the reason for all our misery. This tendency of a section of men to rule over women. It is this which imparts them courage to perpetrate violence at different levels, be it physical, emotional, mental, sexual, or even financial. So, what is the way out? First and foremost step to put an end to gender-based violence is education of women. Now remember, education is not same as literacy. The former gives you self-assertiveness, dignity, whereas the latter may help you earn a degree. According to the data, less than 40% of women who face violence seek help of any sort. Education of men so that they turn out to be individuals around whom women of the country feel safe. Next step is reforms in judiciary. Justice delayed is justice denied. Remember that in this country, a Nirbhaya had to wait for 7 years and 3 months for something which she always deserved. Now, do you know the female population in India is about 48.4%? But do you also know that share of women officers in India is merely at 8.2%? Drug abuse and alcoholism are very directly linked to domestic violence. And mothers, they face silently every night for the security of their children's future because most of them are not financially independent. Culprits often find escape in finding loopholes in the provisions of the constitution itself, as seen in very recent Bilkis Bano case. Now, banning alcohol or drug may not do much, but better handling of law and order situations at the local level by the local police will do. You know, Kamla Bhasin, who made her appearance in Satyamev Jayate, she raised a very pertinent question. She said that when a girl is raped, society says, iski izzat chali gayi. And then she says, how come her honor is lost? She is a victim and is not an abuser. Right? So, I think the time has come where we understand the real meaning of the Shakti Puja, which is a part of almost every Indian household.
They were considered an equal partner to the man and in all the activities of their life. Since the independence, the new chapter has been begun in India for the women. Global research indicates that 1 of every 3 women has been the victim of either emotional, physical and sexual violence. 1 of every 3. The rate is heartbreaking and horrifying. Cases of rape, discrimination, sexual harassment and domestic violence has been registered over the time against family members, boys in localities, his co-workers, fellow students and many more. Since the outbreak of COVID-19, there is seen an increase in the call against the domestic violence. Sexual harassment and other type of violence against women and girls continually occurring in the street, public spaces and online. Unfortunately, survivors have limited information and awareness about the support services and limited access to available services. And even though justice served, the question remains where the woman is really safe if she is not safe even at her own home. It is surprising that even in these days of 21st century, we are drowned in the dark depth of these evils, like domestic violence because of dowry and many more reasons. And we need a change that redefine the concept of masculinity. All need to teach their children new meaning of masculinity. Someday they have their own family and transfer their belief and values to the next generation. And rather than that, we women have to develop a will to speak up, because when a woman shares her story, she take a first step to break a cycle of abuse. And now I want to finish my speech by a poem. दरिया की कसम मौजों की कसम ये ताना बाना बदलेगा तू खुद को बदल तभी ये जमाना बदलेगा तू चुप करके जो सहती रही तो क्या ये जमाना बदला है तू बोलेगी मुंह खोलेगी तभी ये जमाना बदलेगा दुस्तूर पुराने सदियों के ये आए कहां से क्यों आए कुछ तो सोचो कुछ तो समझो ये तुमने क्यों अपनाए हैं दरिया की कसम मौजों की कसम ये ताना बाना बदलेगा तू खुद को बदल तभी ये जमाना बदलेगा अब आज उठा कदमों को मिला रफ्तार जरा कुछ और बढ़ा आवाज उठा कदमों को मिला रफ्तार जरा कुछ और बढ़ा उत्तर से उठो दक्षिण से उठो पूरब से उठो पश्चिम से उठो फिर सारा जमाना बदलेगा दरिया की कसम मौजों की कसम ये ताना बाना बदलेगा तू खुद को बदल तभी ये जमाना बदलेगा
From doing household work, they want to value whatever they are doing as a mother, as a daughter, as a woman in a society. Sometimes even we desexualize the strong women, like she was just a man the way she is. I am talking about the implicit attitude, the wrong implicit attitude that create violence against women. For example, her no means yes. तू हाँ कर या ना कर, तू है मेरी किरण. Beating your wife is a kind of love. Enough. Speak out. Don't confuse in a love and abuse. If we eliminate this wrong implicit attitude, then we can also eliminate violence against women. You are responsible for your life. If you are sitting around and waiting for someone to save you, to fix you, to even help you, you are wasting your time, darling, because you have a power to take a responsibility to move your life forward. You are the creator of a life. Don't be silent against violence, because silence leads to violence. अल्कोहल और स्मोकिंग पे डिस्क्लेमर है, बट थप्पड़ पर कोई डिस्क्लेमर नहीं है. फ्रीडम का आसमान दिखाकर डाला मुझ पर जेंडर वाला केज है. मेरी इंस्टा स्टोरी से मेरा रिलेशनशिप जज हो जाता है और ऐसे ही मुझे अवेलेबल मानकर इनका हाथ गलती से कट हो जाता है. इतना ज्यादा कमाती है, हस्बैंड को नौकर बनाएगी. लड़की एम्बिशियस है भैया, रोटी कहाँ से खिलाएगी. शी इज टू ओपिनिएटेड, पावर का गुरूर है. ऐसी बातों से अपना पाला पड़ता तो जरूर है. वो खींचे तुझे नीचे, तू और ऊंची पतंग हो जा. ओ स्त्री चल दबंग हो जा. गुंडे सारे घूमे फ्री, पर सजा मेरी स्कर्ट पाती है. हर गुनाह के बाद यहाँ एडवर्सरी मुझे ही क्यों आती है. तेरे मेरे घर से होती शुरुआत इस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन की है. अब तू भी आवाज उठा, जब उठे उसका हाथ है. छू ना सके उसकी हिम्मत, तू तू जोर सा करंट हो जा, ओ स्त्री चल दबंग हो जा. And I really want to talk on this topic more and want to share my experiences as a girl in this society, but time is less, so I'm ending my words here. Thank you.